Guess where I'm going tomorrow? 3, 2, 1. Monster Convention in St. Louis. Did you said the same thing that I said? I mean, yeah, I know I set it up like we were going to say it at the same time, but I just thought you would say like Miami, and then I'd be like Monster Convention in St. Louis, and then you'd be like, what? Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I just thought that like this would be my moment to like, it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to a monster convention in St. Louis. You already know. I'm a haunted house girlfriend, and they have a haunted house convention in February, and we're going there to check it out. And this is going to be a little vlog. Hopefully going to do some antiquing. Hopefully going to show you what I'm wearing, what makeup I'm wearing. It should be a good time. Let's get into it. Right when we got there, we went over to the Gateway Arch, but they were actually closed for the tram ride up to the top at the time because there's a tram ride up to the top. Didn't know until I got there, but that's cool. And then we went over to Sauce on the side because they were close and they had a vegan calzone on the menu, and it was amazing. I loved my vegan calzone. Kevin loved his non-vegan calzone, and you're gonna see this as a recurring theme in this story. The view is really, look at the Ferris wheel. I love it. They were so nice here. Everyone's been so nice. And they were like, what floor do you want to stay on? And I was like, maybe a higher floor? Maybe see the Ferris wheel? And she's like, done. But I'm just wearing this long sleeve shirt from Paloma Wool with people all over it. And I'm wearing my Gap Sky High jeans. I'm just wearing my running sneakers. Pretty boring, but it did. It did it for day one. This is kind of my like throw it together, brought these jeans for other reasons, threw in a couple extra tops type of outfit. I forgot to mention my makeup. I'm gonna try to do this in better lighting in the future, but right now I'm wearing Deimos from Terra Moons, and I really like the tone of it. I feel like it has enough impact to make me happy, but it's also kind of like neutral and easy to wear. And I have a Divina Soul Lace on my inner corner and Luxie Dreamy in my crease, and my lipstick already rubbed off. We'll be better tomorrow. Hello, good morning. We're about to leave for the convention center. I figured I would show you my makeup and my outfit. My makeup's the same basic setup as yesterday, except I'm wearing Ube from Luxie on my lids, which is already creasing, even though it's been like 5 minutes, but that's just my struggle. And I have Me from Juvia's Place on my lips. And I have on this mismatched vintage flannel that I got from Rags Revenge a couple years ago. I really like it. It's really cute. And I have the Blanc baby tee from Set Active on. I'm wearing my Gap Sky High jeans. They're the same ones as yesterday, but a different color. And my Ariat hiking boots that are really comfortable because we're going to be standing all day. Here's our view. It's pretty sunny, but we have a little Ferris wheel. And there's the arch over there. How cute.
Yeah, babe, I can't be...
Just make a neutral face. No, not like that. Oh, that's a good one.
Wow. I'm just a regular happy boyfriend.
Wow.
Do I have to do this?
Did it touch you?
Yeah. Oh my god. I was not expecting this.
We got kind of hungry walking around for a couple hours, and then I looked just to see how far Sauce on the Side was, and it was a 2-minute walk. So we went to Sauce on the Side and got another calzone for lunch. The Ubers were actually pretty expensive there, so we decided to just go to this sports bar down the block for dinner. They had an Impossible Burger on the menu, and it was really good, and the waiters were really nice about making sure that everything was vegan for me. It's the next day of my very exciting outfits. Today I'm doing this tan monkey flannel. They're my favorite shirts in the world. I have a pink one and a yellow one also. I have my vintage spider shirt, which I love so much, and I feel like it really works for the occasion of monsters, haunted house stuff, creepy crawly stuff. Then I have my Gap Sky High jeans, which aren't my favorite, but I have them and they get the job done. My same Ariat hiking boots. And yeah. For my makeup, I have Oh Bother from Luxie all over my lids. And I have Pancake Bubbles from Divina on my inner corners. And my lips is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the like little lip balm one. I like that one. Yeah. Today we're gonna go to City Museum first, which our very enthusiastic Uber driver told us about the other day. Sounds like an indoor playground type of thing, so we were like, okay, cool. And then I'm going to check out some antique stores or like vintage stores. I don't know if I'm like really expecting to find things, but I thought it would be fun. And then I'm gonna meet up with Kevin at Transworld afterwards. And then we're gonna go up in the arch, and then we're gonna go to a haunted house thing. City Museum is the brainchild of internationally acclaimed and classically trained sculptors Bob and Gail Casserly. This place was so cool. They've been open for 25 years. Next, I went out to hit up some antique stores. They were recommended by a YouTuber that I love who no longer makes videos, Tailor Made Style, and they were in the same parking lot, which is a big pull for me because I wouldn't have to Uber multiple times. The first store I went to was Treasure Isles Antique Mall. I love this kind of store. They just have so many goods and knickknacks all over. Thrift stores are such a good place to get really unique big mirrors for a good price. This clown teapot, I almost bought. I like carried it around with me for like 20 minutes and I was just thinking that everyone I know is going to think it's so ugly, but I thought it was cool, but I ultimately decided against it. Don't criticize your wife's judgment. Look who she married. This Coca-Cola mirror was so cool. This dresser I'm obsessed with. This is the kind of thing I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of my life. I just thought it was so gorgeous and I thought $300 was a steal, but I have thought about it since and I'm like, I feel like I could redo a dresser in the future like this. I could paint it a pretty color. I could add gold handles, but if I lived near St. Louis, I would 1000% get that. This red Christmas tree, loved. This art, this cat, loved. These two things I was thinking about buying for a little bit, this little dish and this moon pepper shaker. It didn't have the matching salt shaker, but I wouldn't use it as a shaker anyway, but I ultimately decided against them. After that, I crossed the parking lot to go to Big Bend Antique Gallery. This store I had lower expectations for because Taylor seemed less excited about it, but I found it to be really, really good. I just found more things that I actually wanted to take home. This purple scarf I thought was really pretty, and I did end up buying it last minute. This first room had all these like little cat things. Nothing that was perfect for me, but I really liked it. And then I found this denim shirt. It's like a denim zip up and it has these heart rhinestone details on it. It was $10. It fit me really nicely and I ended up bringing that one home. I have the ornament on the left at home and I thought it was so funny to see these at the antique store. This golfing chair, amazing. And this little Fenton basket I thought about for a while, and I ended up getting it. I have a similar Fenton cup that I got in an antique store in Colorado last year, and I love little Fenton things. And then these were all little salt and pepper shakers. How cute. After I finished my antiquing, we met back up at Sauce on the Side for a calzone, and then we went back over to Transworld for a couple minutes just to do our final little walkthrough, and then we headed over to the arch to actually go up the tram to the top. They described the tram as being the 1960s imagination of what the future would look like, and it totally holds up once you're there.
So they can just keep building upon it. We have to take ours down every year. We build it, we take it down within like 4 months.
And it was kind of freaky to be at the top and be able to look down and see both legs of the arch and know that nothing is underneath you. But it was also really cool, and I feel like our St. Louis experience wouldn't have been complete without it. After we went to the Darkness, which is a haunted house in St. Louis that they have a ton of really cool animatronics. But then my phone died.
Can you get a video of me with him? I'm just gonna stand there.
After that, we went to Mission Taco for dinner, which I 1000% recommend if you're ever in St. Louis. Kevin said it was the best tacos of his life. My burrito was also really good, and my margarita, amazing. We're in the process of packing up to go to the airport, and I'm putting all my makeup back into my bag, so I figured I'd show you what eyeshadows I brought. I did the whole makeup collection in the last travel clothes video that I posted of my California outfits in November, and the makeup I bring is generally the same, so I'm just going to show you the little collection of eyeshadows that I decided to bring. I tried to favor shadows that I had randomly selected for February, but I did throw in a couple others that made sense. I have Luxie Dreamy, which is this really nice peachy neutral transition color, one of my favorites. I love the Luxie Matte formula. I brought Venus in Chains from Terra Moons, which wasn't part of my random palette selection, but I thought it would be a good kind of like deeper, sexy shadow to wear. I never ended up wearing it. I never did my makeup that many times here. I didn't like switch out my makeup midday at all. I brought Deimos from Terra Moons, which I did wear on the first day. I brought Oh Bother from Luxie that I wore yesterday. I brought Ube from Luxie that I wore 2 days ago. And this one actually wore terribly. I've said before that I don't mind the Luxie shadows creasing. They're inexpensive. I can tap them out easily. But this one, I put on in the morning and I was just living my life. I didn't look at my makeup for like at least 8 hours. And when I looked at it, it was like there was nothing on my lids and just like a rim of this in my crease. So that's something to keep in mind, because I never really like thought about the times where I'm just going to be putting it on and be completely oblivious to my makeup. It's not like it was that horrible. It's not like it's a super high pigment shadow that looked really splotchy. It's a pretty sheer shade anyway, but I just wasn't crazy about it for that need. It is a pretty color though, so I don't know. I brought Pancake Bubbles from Divina that I wore in my inner corner a couple times, Soleils from Divina that I also wore in my inner corner, and then 2 deepening shades. I think this is Mudslide from Luxie and Noche from ColourPop. I didn't use either of those. I also brought Ingrid from Odin's Eye, and I also didn't wear this. I feel like this might be the same kind of creasing situation as Ube. Didn't get around to wearing this, but this was a good little compact collection. I didn't mind having all of this with me.